So that was a run of a corrupted zone. When you're leveling up, you can find corrupted zones, and sometimes they'll give you these things called sacrifice at dawn or midnight or whichever. There's 4 different ones, and what you can do is put them into the mapping device, and it will open up one of the corrupted zones that you can find out in the wilderness when you're leveling up. And so that's what I'm doing right now. I just want to try to get another midnight, which is the hardest of the 4 pieces to get, or at least change the one that I had, which I did actually. It's now a dawn. I think I had I can't remember what I had, but now I have a dawn, so I know it's a different one anyways. Because when you get the four different ones, then you can open up another map that has a endgame boss in it. So I got a couple, but you want to keep them rounded out, so that's what I was just doing. So that's over. Hope you enjoyed it. Hey, bye. Stream. What I'm going to do is run the reef map. Unidentified, so I have no idea what mods are on it. It's only 2, so it shouldn't be too tough, and I've played all the mods that I think I can get, so I don't expect it to be an issue. They're doing alarm testing, so you may hear a very loud, annoying alarm going off a bunch of times while I'm doing this. So on this build I'm using 2 primary methods for attacking. Ice Crash is the primary one, and Flicker Strike is a secondary one. That's when I bounce around all over the place. This build was created by someone else, and I've been playing it just to see how it plays. I actually like this a lot, this build. I was a little worried because I had played it before without the right staff, and I had some mana issues, but now with this staff and following the build pretty close to what the build says, I'm not really having any mana issues. I do have a backup though. I have all clarity in case I need it, but I only need it when I'm not paying attention and hitting the ground and nothing to get mana back from. So one of the reasons why I flicker like that when I come up against something is to Flicker Strike has curse on hit associated with it, so it's to hopefully curse them. When you see that little mark above them, it means I got the curse on it. And the reason I do that curse actually allows to crit them more often, as well as do more damage when you crit them. The game mechanic for the freeze that I'm doing is when you crit them, or if you have a special ability that allows you to freeze them, you can have a chance to freeze, which I don't believe I have, and or you can freeze them when you crit them. So this build has a lot of crit in it. I'm actually getting the last couple of crit nodes, or working to get the last couple of crit nodes right now. I think I have 4 left, and of course, I mean, I gotta level up, so got a while to go yet before I can get there. There's that annoying bell. That's gonna go on and off all day today. So if I get lazy, I can just go around and crit everything for the fun of it. It will kill them eventually, but it's not... that skill really is not designed to kill anything. It does hit relatively hard against normal creatures, but it would take probably a year to kill a boss with it, which I don't have the patience to just stand there holding it and not sleeping for a year, so I don't use it for that. That'd be kind of weird. So when I did that flicker, and I keep going for a long time, part of the thing is that you can only do it as many times as you have charges to do it, but you regenerate the charges. The way this build regenerates its charges that Flicker Strike uses is by critting, so... or sorry, that's not true. Whoops, no, that's... okay. Actually, it's by killing something. Oh, there you go. Buzzed. Buzzed for being an idiot. Anyways, it just means that I'm doing a good job at killing stuff or whatever to get those charges back. Okay. Hey, it's not my build. I'm not sure if you played if you have played Path of Exile before, then if you haven't played it recently, it's changed a lot. They've made so many improvements to this game. I played it when it first came out, just in beta. It was really good then. I did a lot of racing, so you can race against other people to see who can level the fastest. I did a lot of that. And when you race, it's sudden. Well, it's hardcore. If you die, that's it. You're done. You can make another character and try and catch back up, but good luck doing that against really good players. Anyhow, part of the problem there with racing and or playing a hardcore leagues was that there was something called desync, where your character, you'd be controlling your character locally, but the server was disconnected from what you were doing for a short period of time and didn't know what exactly was happening, so it chose what it wanted you to do, which was nothing basically, and it would go and do whatever it wanted to you while you were disconnected. And when you reconnected or resynced with the server, you would be teleported to wherever the server said you were, and potentially dead or whichever. So yeah, maybe when you had the desync and stuff like that, it was really tough at times, if you ever ran into it, to successfully stay alive. You know, there's a lot of people who died because of just desync. So anyhow, they've actually fixed that. They've implemented a couple of changes actually. They still have the method that they had before, which was the client side just doing whatever it wants when it's disconnected, then they sync up when they can. That has been improved significantly. But that's not the primary method that you would play nowadays. Normally what you do is you actually connect directly to the server, and the server, or any action you take, doesn't happen until the server responds saying that it's done it. It's called lockstep, so that's the lockstep mode, and basically that mode is much better for, well, there's less lag unless you have a really poor connection. So you don't, I mean, basic what happens if in lockstep, if you are not in sync with the server, you just stop moving, but you know instantly because you don't go anywhere. So you can do something about it. Primarily, if in hardcore, you'd probably want to log out right away, I would think, but you know, you have other options too, I guess. I'm not sure how they do it. I really haven't played. Maybe I should pay attention to what I'm doing. I'm trying to make room, but I don't think I'm gonna, so I'll have to go sell. Just trying to get rid of all these maps, but I have so many, damn it. Oh. And give my guildies some maps there, in case they need them. Warning! Warning! Oh. Yeah, let me give them that too. Should have done that right away. God, that thing scares me every time it goes off, and I know what's gonna happen. It's just so bloody loud. I don't know how loud it is for you guys. It's freaking loud for me, and I have my headset on.
I tried my best just to get away, but you pulled me closer. You're something wild I can never tame, and you're taking over all my thoughts and the words I say.
These tabs are for collecting the different pieces for the chaos recipes. That's chaos recipe is a currency, and there are recipes that where you can convert the gear you find into currency. Or, well, it's all, I think, yeah, it's all currency. No, you can actually get it to re-roll the stats in some cases as well. I think it's 4, no, 5, you have 5 of the same thing. Or, like, the same class, or subclass. You can put them all in at the same time, and it'll give you a new one that's unidentified. It'll re-roll the stats for you, which is kind of neat. I don't think it's worth it. I'd rather sell it than do that, but I mean, that's why I don't even identify most of the items. I just buy most of my items. Just, you're better off that way. It's just more effective, more cost effective. That helmet was like close to being okay. It had 2 resists, it needs 3. And it needs life. You potentially could get away without having life on a energy shield item, but not that. So people won't buy stuff unless it has 3 resists on it. Well, they will if it's really, really good, but that definitely is nowhere near really, really good. Alright. So, got room to pick stuff up again. And just keep running around killing everything. So yeah, that flicker strike, the way I have it set up, I have no control over where it goes. It just goes wherever it wants. For me, I don't care because it just goes where I need it to go. Oh, so interesting. I'm wondering if that shield's actually any good for me. I doubt it. Oh, hang on. Weird. Oh God, I'll be back. I'll do that later. Almost died because I was trying to do something else. That's one reason why I don't play much in hardcore, because I don't pay attention enough to keep myself alive half the time. I don't have the patience either. I'd rather just stand there and try and kill things sometimes than run away. Even though I know that's not the way to do it, but some things are just, if they're too hard to kill, then I'll just fight them until I get as much off of them as I can and die and come back and try again. it's not really the way you're supposed to do it, and it's definitely not the way you want to do it when you get into the higher levels, because you actually lose experience points. So if you do that, you'll be going backwards all the time instead of frontwards. But I plan those kinds of things out. Like if I'm moving into some content that I haven't done before, I'll only do it like right after I've leveled up. So that way, if I die, I can't lose any more experience, because you can only lose up to your current level's total experience. So it's a best way to kind of plan when you're going to do something new where you think you might die, is to only right at the beginning of the level. So as you can see, I'm near the end of this level, so I really don't want to die. I don't want to lose a 10% of my experience, because that can take you a while to get back. At my level, it's not so bad, but you get to the higher levels, it can be like a day's worth of leveling to get that back. It can, it can be quite substantial. Oh, that's a shock. I didn't even have to really work hard. So this stuff, yeah, the stuff that's shooting at me now is part of the race, or the league mods, so they don't count as things that are actually there. I really hate to put those in there, but I don't have much choice. I need them in that spot. So. If I get extras, I'll take those ones out and replace them with something else and look at them. Well, that ends that run. So yeah, it was a successful run, no deaths, no nothing, of a unidentified map. So yeah, it was kind of fun. Alright, see you later.